Hey guys, this is SUNSfan with a spotlight video for Tidehunter.
My dominion over the seas is absolute, and soon it will be the same on land.
Tidehunter is an uncommon red hero with 2 attack, 1 armor, and 18 health. He comes with the active ability Ravage, which sports a 4-round cooldown. When activated, enemy neighbors will be stunned for that round. Any additional enemy units in the lane will have a 50% chance to be stunned as well. Tidehunter's signature card is the 1-mana spell Kraken Shell, which will modify a red hero with +1 armor and give you initiative. Tidehunter is one beefy boy, but his attack is really pitiful. He can't even kill a creep without a buff of some kind, but he'll stick around a long time with that 1 armor and 18 health. Now, as far as Ravage goes, that can be game-winning. Much like in Dota, the threat of the Ravage can sometimes be more important than the skill itself. If you want to look at it in black and white for a second, yes, Ravage is usually only used once, maybe twice a game. And positioning your Tidehunter in a good spot is extremely important. You don't want to have to rely on that 50% proc in dire situations. But just the fact that you have an ability like this at your disposal means your opponent will play completely differently. Sometimes they'll go for other lanes, or try to take advantage of the fact that it has such a long cooldown and push early. Using that knowledge is important if you want to take advantage of the strengths of this hero. Well, for starters, his own Kraken Shell gives some amazing synergy. Gaining initiative is of the utmost importance for an ability like Ravage. Rising Anger and Dresden Standards is also pretty nice to give him a little attack boost, which is definitely his weakest point. Also, because he's a red hero and he's just terrible at killing creeps, Clear the Deck can be quite nice to actually make some room. Plus, he's on the art for that card, so kind of has to work well with him, right? Tidehunter definitely wants at least one more red hero in the deck, since his signature card can only work on them. Aside from that, he can work with pretty much any color, as long as the strategy behind the deck is to have some sort of late game potential. You can always use Ravage to hold off a lost lane, but it feels so much more worthwhile to do it in a contested lane and actually take advantage of the stunned enemy units. Well, making Tidehunter squishy is definitely a good way to counter him. Cards like Viscous Nasal Goo and Ursa's passive are great ways to do just that. He also prides himself on gaining initiative, so taking it away with Hipfire or Arcane Assault can ruin a perfectly good Ravage opportunity. And I feel like a broken record, but yeah, coup de grace exists as well. Lastly, just general movement counters Tidehunter big time. Whether that be rotating to another lane, or just staying on the other side of the same lane can pay dividends. Winter Wyvern's Arctic Burn and Storm Spirit's Ball Lightning are 2 examples of this. Also, Phase Boots and especially Blink Dagger can be added to this list as well. There's 2 items that stand out more than others for Tidehunter. Blink Dagger, as you'll be able to set up a Ravage onto any board you want, and Short Sword, believe it or not, because it's super cheap and will actually allow him to kill creeps. Phase Boots can also be pretty decent to be able to reposition within a lane as well. To see the ratings of every card from professional players, be sure to visit artifaction.gg. If you want to be featured on this channel, you can also submit memorable clips you see on stream to us at artifaction.gg/submit. Thanks for watching and subscribing to ArtifactCinema. Be sure to click that bell icon in order to get notified when we put up a new spotlight or guide.